Yo, and we
Yo,
back. We back.
yes,
We back. We
sir.
back.
Yes, sir.
Actually, we back for the first time on a Monday
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
But Monday night is gonna turn into Tuesday night. Then
Mhm,
Tuesday night gonna turn into Wednesday night. Wednesday
mhm,
night gonna turn into Thursday. 4 days a week, people.
mhm, mhm.
Trying to trying to give back to the community, as I call it.
You feel me?
Feel
That's
me?
it.
But no, official announcement, man. We're going 4 days a week. We'll probably be around this time. We'll start to set times for y'all. But if y'all did this, it wouldn't really matter what time we go on.
Yes,
To be
sir.
honest,
Yes, sir.
it wouldn't even matter. Not even in the
Got-
slightest.
I
Cause
gotta, I gotta subscribe, man. We appreciate everybody who already subscribed, liking the videos, viewing the
sure.
videos. Even if you're here for a second, even if you view the shorts, we appreciate everything, every engagement.
No, that's
So thank
facts.
y'all.
It's super appreciated. Um, and if you appreciate us even more, I'm kind of already showing. I meant to zip the jacket up, but just
You see the new merch, man. You know what I'm saying?
saying. There go that one. LA ain't seen that one. For people that don't like big logos, I know. It's working, man. You know what I'm saying? Get you one in the corner.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Display.
sir. I like
You
it.
know,
I like it.
for the working,
Yeah.
man. I need you to you do the boomerang this time and just send it to me. I know you don't like posting things,
Nah, it's
social
on my.
media guy.
I'm on my phone.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
Let me try my
I
best.
ain't on the computer. I don't even
I gotta try to
computer.
hold the shirts and
At
do.
the same time, I know. Yeah, my phone.
You know,
Mine coming in the
yeah,
pack, y'all. Mine coming in the mail, man. It's on the way.
you know, that's that's my fault. I told him late, y'all. I just wanted to see what it looked like first. Things of that nature. I was trying to take one for the team, but they came out great. I should have just
Nah,
dressed it in the first place.
it look nice, man. I like how it came out.
Oh, can't even. Man, we just gonna have to go with the one for right now. Hey
Nah, man, you gotta make it
man,
do what it do, man.
gotta make it happen. But other than that, man, you been all right?
Been good, man. I've been really. I don't know. I got mixed emotions a little bit, but we're gonna get into it though. You know,
Definitely gonna get into that.
rocking with the home team.
Yeah, y'all see the title of the video. Y'all know what we want to talk about. But there's other stuff that goes on, and this is a sports show. It's not just a basketball show. Um, what I want to talk about first, Miles Garrett. He
Let's get
finally
into it.
demanded a trade from the Cleveland Browns.
About
Uh,
time.
yeah, it's about time, brother.
hmm
He said, to sum up his letter, he said, he appreciate Cleveland, obviously, but his goal when playing was not to go to Canton. It's not to go to the Hall of Fame. It's to win Super Bowls.
hmm
His play right now would put him in the Hall of Fame just in general, but
If he was to
that's
retire
not his
today,
goal. Yeah, if he
people.
was to retire right now, for sure. But that's not his goal. He want to win, so he's demanded a trade. And how you feel about that? That's about as least as exciting as it's gonna get tonight. But how you
Well,
feeling about that?
first off, I'm happy for Miles Garrett. Should just maybe like a season or two ago. You can clearly see the Browns aren't going anywhere. So it's kind of you know what I mean. It wasn't a secret. It wasn't like they were going to get significantly better overnight. So I'm
Right.
happy for him. He's doing it to where he's not. Well, we'll see next season. He's coming off of a tremendous season. He might win Defensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, had a great season last year, so he's doing it at the right time to where he has a lot left in the tank still. It looks like. I'm happy for him, and it so happens that the rumors say that he could end up in that silver and black. Uh, I don't want to put too
I
much
did see
stock
that.
into it or anything like that. As long as he doesn't have to give up max, I'm totally fine with it. I'm more than okay with it. If he wants to come and continue to compete with an up and coming team, then
You
all
see,
means.
I was gonna let you flow.
You know
You
what I mean?
you contradicted yourself with that one.
That's
Compete,
all I'm saying.
contend, up and coming. Like I don't know if those all three go together, but
Because we all three we fit in all three categories. You know what I mean? That's all I'm
don't
saying.
though. He wants to win a Lombardi, not
Well,
7 games.
if we can, if we headed in the right direction this offseason, he could possibly do that. You know what I mean? He could
There
possibly
are
do
certain
that.
teams that have no shot, my friend.
Well, it
I
says
think
the
you go
Raiders were in the rumor mill, so it's really what the Browns want to do. And if the Browns want to send him to us, then who am I to stop them? You know what I'm saying?
right. I'm not going, I'm not here to bust anybody's bubble balls, but
You know,
just trying to, some
hey,
realism. You
let's
feel
get
me?
you,
Trying to
let's
get
get you
you.
up out of there. You know what I mean? So I'm saying,
Yeah. And I don't. Anyway, I got a better chance of seeing him twice a year
hey
than you
man,
got to be him being on your team.
hey, they said he might want to come to us. I'm saying if we don't have to give up Max, like I told you in the group chat, I might cry. It might see me. It might see a grown man cry on the spot. So I'm saying,
I don't think we want to see that.
you know what I
I-
mean? I,
I'm also not one of those people that like
uh-huh.
know what to do when people randomly start crying. So if
Oh
you
yeah.
did ever do that, it'd be like,
What
hmm,
what people
what to do?
what people just let you know I would never do that on here. That was just
Mm,
But I am also one of those people as well. I try to more of a say it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. I mean, I'm more one of those type of people. What you awkward with it? You
Yeah,
there.
like if we in person, if it's a dude, it's more like, yeah, bro, like it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? If it's a
Mhm.
woman, I try to like hold her, get a hug, like, oh, it's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? But I really have no words. I don't have nothing to say for real. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's like,
Pat Shorty
ah,
head is gonna be okay. It's just all right.
no,
It's just all right.
I don't like being patted even when I'm hugged. So no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an animal. I'm not gonna treat you as such, but they're
Nah, but
there in a
nah, I
sense
feel
of
it.
how I do it. It's like they're there. It's like it's life. It's gonna be all right.
Nah, I feel it,
You
man. But
know? But
I'm
that's
happy.
for random crying. If it's something that's like, all right, that I feel like that was kind of worth crying over. I still don't know what to do, but my energy toward the situation is different.
Well, I am glad I ain't never in a situation where somebody just randomly crying. It's crazy. That's wild. But
You know what I mean? Like crying at TV shows and crying at movies and shit. Like that's random to
oh
me.
yeah,
Like
I don't do that. Oh
I
nah,
get it.
oh
I
nah,
get it. You know what I'm saying? You just
nah,
emotionally invested, but golly.
oh nah. I just let them do them then. If that's the case, no,
Man,
I
that nigga
don't
didn't
be.
die for real. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
saying?
need
Like
it.
that's
Ain't no
how
consoling that needs to be involved. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it's just
But
how
nah, man, I'm happy Miles Garrett is doing what he was doing. They're not going anywhere. Go to a team, even if it doesn't come to us. Go to a team where you can compete actually and get to the playoffs, where you can see it every year, and with a little bit of time you have left of playing at a high level like he is. So I'm happy for him. Do his best for you, brother.
yeah. I can see him at a few teams and then we'll move on. I can see the Falcons. I can see
Mm-hmm.
Detroit. I can see
Mm, maybe.
they're probably gonna go edge rusher again.
Yeah.
Especially like when Aiden got hurt, it just kind of put things into perspective for him, I believe.
Well, I
Um
could definitely see him with the
who
Falcons.
else? Washington. They got $90 million in cap space
Yeah, I
and
could
a
see him
quarterback.
there
You know
after
what I
the season
mean?
they're coming up with.
But
Just had man.
it just depends on how he viewed him. Like, yes, it was an NFC title game, but it really depends on how he really, really viewed him. Um, n- I'm not saying he'll go to Dallas because we know how Jerry Jones is with money, but
I don't think he'll
he's
go there.
from Texas. He
Yeah,
has a house in Texas,
went to school there,
and
right?
yeah, he went to school there. And before his draft, he basically made a video like telling Jerry Jones to trade up and come get him. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So it's like he kind of wanted at one point in his life to be a Cowboy. So I don't know, you know, but they got Micah. Jerry's not. Anyway, we'll move off that. But yeah, happy for Miles. Feel like a Dame situation. So
yeah, exactly.
hopefully you
You
make a
know,
better decision than he did.
yeah.
Uh, Cooper Cup. That's the next one.
Go ahead.
Cooper Cup
Mm.
was informed by the Rams that they're gonna look for trade candidates immediately.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean it's cool. I don't
I feel like it's
I
kind
don't
of like
really
a
know how to
mutual
feel.
type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know
Both
how
of
to
them
feel
look
about
good.
it. I don't think it's nothing crazy. Not necessarily nothing special either, per se.
I would have liked him to spend his career there, to be honest. It's okay if he doesn't. It's also you don't want to hold him back. You don't want to hold the team back, and you want to get something off him while he's still valuable, at least a little bit.
Yeah,
So it's understandable. I wish he would have just finished his career there, especially what he did there. Bringing a Super Bowl there, and also being a Triple Crown winner. Wasn't he Offensive Player of the Year too?
probably more than likely. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's phenomenal career there.
Hmm.
Could really debate if he should be a famer or not. To be honest, in the Rams, he has a case. Not saying he is audience, but he does have quite a
So
case.
yeah, check
You
them
know,
numbers.
you know.
Triple
So
crown. Mm.
shit, not many receivers have done that. So you know,
I feel you. I feel you.
so we just like I said, I'm happy for him. The Rams, they're doing right by him, and he did right by them as well. So I don't really have much to say about this, but happy for both parties involved here. To be real,
Yeah, I feel it.
it's, it's
I ain't got much on it.
after the weekend, what just happened. This is kind of bland uh, compared to
Yeah, I don't.
everything that's happened in sports. This is kind of
It's so much
yeah,
going on,
just
and
peace and blessings to
even before,
both parties.
and even
For real.
before that, like uh, it's just Cooper. I don't want to say it's just Cooper Cup, but it's like we kind of see that's coming. They
And
got Puka. They got a number one. They don't really need to be paying two of y'all. You getting
I could
older.
see
It just
I could see him going to a contender, maybe like Detroit, maybe like you know what I mean, maybe one of those caliber teams, the Chiefs, somebody of
maybe
that caliber.
somebody like Baltimore open their eyes, and
Yeah, San Francisco,
hey,
somebody like that.
we need
Yeah,
somebody to catch the football.
yeah. But
You know,
you probably need a
a
safety net
dominant.
who you don't need to require much of. You know what I mean? Your safety net you don't require much of, and who's a workhorse, which he kind of fits.
When he's on the floor, it ain't. I mean, not the floor. When he on the
He's
field,
on
it
the
ain't
floor.
no issue. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm
But
ready to move on. But no,
I
when he on
feel
the
it,
field, it ain't
but
it
that's
ain't
what
no
I'm saying.
issue.
If you already have if you already have an X and maybe a Y already, you could just kind of fit him in slot position. You know what I mean? Those type
Yeah,
of things to keep the defense true and honest, and you can have a safety net.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So we don't need to require much of him. He's his older years, and he's obviously getting hurt a lot. So you just kind of want to keep him out of harm's way, and he's still being
yeah.
productive.
I gotta kind of look over his cap hit and see
Yeah, I was thinking that same
how
too.
much
What
money
type of
he's gonna
money he's
make,
at?
or like how much money they willing to take on.
Yeah.
Hey man, I had to
What?
type it. My bad. Oh shit. Okay. Anyway, I'll just say it and then type it later.
What?
Moving on. De'Aaron Fox was traded from
Are
the
we
Sacramento Kings.
are we
Yeah,
jumping into
we're there.
basketball? Okay.
No, we're there. We're there.
All right.
Um,
Let's do it. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. Let's do it. I'm
yeah,
ready.
man. De'Aaron Fox was traded from
Yeah.
the Sacramento Kings to
Um,
the San
you want to
Antonio
start?
Spurs.
Give the details.
Yeah, well, just let me get the details. Yeah. So it was a three-team trade. The full details are the Spurs got De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings got Zach LaVine, City Sissoko, with whoever that is. Shout out to
Hell
you.
of a name.
Uh, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, and then the Bulls got Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Herter, and their own 2025 pick back from San Antonio. Thoughts, man? Talk to me. How you feel? You
Number
feeling about
one, I
this?
like to say the 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 Kings are foolish. The way that they handle their front office is god awful. It's
Straight
terrible,
up, huh?
terrible. But
Straight up, the
let me
Kings
get
are
into the
foolish.
Bulls side of these things. Finally, also the Bulls front office, you're also awful. You could have did a
Talk
way
to me.
better job of finding a better suitor for Zach LaVine and getting a better return off of him. You
Think
guys
so?
have been shopping him. Yes, you guys have been shopping him around for the last 3 years. The last 3 seasons, you guys have been shopping him around. I like that you guys got Zach Collins and Trey Jones. Kevin Herter was it's cool too, but the direction you guys are heading is unknown. You guys are one of those
Mhm.
teams where you guys win you guys are kind of winning a lot, but not losing enough. You know what I mean? Like, but you guys are losing a lot. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of fall
Yeah.
in that category to where you're not going to get a great draft pick. You know what I mean? It's kind of fall in that
Mhm.
category. So
I get
I don't know the direction you guys are heading in, or what players you kind of just have a whole bunch of just people,
you.
just a
Mhm.
whole bunch of players. You know what I mean? I know the next person who's coming off of the books is going to be Vooch, and I know you guys are going to probably after that's going to be Lonzo. So
They looking
you got
for a
go ahead.
couple second round picks for him. I seen that earlier.
Yeah, so I understand what's going on there, and I understand why you guys traded Zach. I feel like you're just kind of like, man, just at this point, just give me what you can. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you guys kind of just reached that point. The Kings, back to you guys. Your fucking front office is terrible, terrible. This is a nasty ass trade. This trade was disgusting. Your starting five is about to be consisting of 3 shooting guards. You got 3 shooting guards.
They do the same thing. They're the exact same
Literally,
person. All three of them are the exact same person.
you got 3 shooting guards and Keegan Murray, who's a Swiss Army knife, and Sabonis, who's a double machine. This is what you got here. And I
Trading
wouldn't
them
want,
all.
yeah, bro, like this offseason, I would unload everybody. I mean, except for Keegan Murray. The only person I would keep is Keegan Murray. You played this all wrong from draft. What I couldn't fathom is the draft picks you guys did draft. You drafted De'Aaron Fox. Then you go ahead and draft Tyrese Halliburton. Then you draft Davion Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell.
Then you draft that one cat from France, and then trade him with the Pacers with Halliburton. And then you trade. I mean, I forgot what I'm not. He was like he was some overseas cat, light skinned dude. He had like a faux hawk. I forgot his name, but
Yeah, not sure.
essentially you draft. I remember when they drafted him. He was another guard. They drafted
Mhm.
him there and traded him with the Halliburton trade to the Pacers. I don't even know
Gotcha.
where he's at now. Then you
Gotcha.
go ahead and draft another guard in
Devin Carter. I think
yeah,
his name's
like
Devin Carter. Something like that.
yeah, bro. What are y'all doing? Like what is the best draft? I mean, the best thing that you guys did was get Sabonis, get Fox, and have Keegan Murray. You should have just
Yeah.
worked off those three and see where it ended up. Where it ended up with. But essentially, I think I seen this earlier. De'Aaron Fox, I would be disrespected too. You drafted Tyrese Halliburton.
That is I was about to bring that up. I seen that earlier. Jeff Teague said that.
Yeah, like
Where it's like you ain't burned the bridge, but you kind of burnt a few, you know what I'm saying, steps on the way.
you're supposed to be handing me
Cause
the
I'm
keys to the
yeah, you handed me
franchise.
the keys. You just drafted me and then you go draft him. Like knowing his play style, you know that wasn't gonna really work. Then
Exactly,
it
you
was
know what I
like
mean. So that.
"No, we care for you too much, so we gonna keep you." But in all honesty, you should have traded him and kept Halliburton. If that's the
Man,
case.
what? So and then now essentially you ended up with an aging DeMar DeRozan who you really have no use for because I came here to try to win something. You guys were heading in the right direction. You fire a head coach and Mike Brown. You couldn't figure out what's going on with him, who just took you to the playoffs. So it's kind of like it's a weird situation, a weird dynamic that they have going on right now. Which in that front office, I thought the Bulls like at least their situation is I got a whole bunch of role players that I can get pieces off of and hopefully it's land a star or such such. The Kings, you're in a messed up situation. You're not winning anything. You're
Mm,
not going to win nothing. I mean it. You're not winning anything. This isn't a good team. This isn't a good roster. This isn't a good fit. I feel bad for Zach LaVine. I feel bad for DeMar DeRozan. Those are the two people, and I feel bad for Sabonis. This is in with trading De'Aaron Fox. You just traded. Yeah, I would have just told him no. No, I'm not trading you. No, I'm not trading. I'm not trading you there. I'm not listening out to the Spurs. Like I wouldn't trade him there. The return wasn't worth it.
right.
If you want De'Aaron Fox, you basically did what he want. What he wanted, which is going to the Spurs. Which I want to say the Spurs came out phenomenal in this trade. Phenomenal. You didn't have to give
Agreed.
up Castle nor Vassal in that round. You didn't have to get rid of any of those. Keldon Johnson, and I get De'Aaron Fox and keep my veteran and Chris Paul. Well, come on now. This was a steal for them. They gave this is highway robbery right here for the Spurs. Highway robbery. Come on. I
I
have nothing else to say. Highway robbery.
I get
Spurs
you.
phenomenal.
Your camera's a little shaky right now, brother. I just want you to finish your statement. I didn't want to
Oh, my
cut you
bad.
off. You was really flowing,
My bad.
but you not
Was I breaking up?
shaking. No, you weren't breaking up. A little delayed, you know what I'm saying? But we all caught the context
Okay.
for
My
sure.
fault. My fault. My fault, audience. My bad, y'all.
Still can't see you that well.
Can you see me now?
I can see you. It's just not clear the way it was.
Let me see.
Know what I mean? But I'll give my take on that then.
Go ahead.
I think I agree with you. The Spurs came out great. Yep, you're better. Spurs came out great. I think the Kings, it's like you could have got so much more for De'Aaron Fox, especially from the Spurs because they got so much to give. They got players. They got all the draft picks. They was gonna make it happen. They wanted somebody to pair with Wemby anyway, and De'Aaron Fox has superstar ability. So it's not like you just giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting exactly what I want, so I'm willing to give you what you want out of this. I don't understand why they went Zach LaVine with it. Zach LaVine's contract has been hard to trade, and that's why I'll say that. Like about Chicago, I can't really say they handled that too bad because it's like, yeah, that contract was bad. I'll say that's where they messed it up. Putting this kind of number on a contract for him. No disrespect, Zach LaVine, but the
Two-time
number's
All-Star, so
crazy.
I can't really.
Hmm?
And two-time All-Star in the direction he was heading in.
You know what I'm saying? Kind
But
of.
the team that they built, though, you got. I bring in DeMar, I bring in Alonzo. Alonzo gets hurt. DeMar and
Yeah,
him just don't get
it
along.
did work with Lonzo. I can say that it was working with Lonzo.
Mm-hmm.
He was feeding his scores and whatnot, but I'll just say the roster was not constructed that great, and he's not that type of guy to fix the deficiencies in a roster.
Literally.
Let me say that.
And the thing is, you basically trade them, and you basically trade them to the same roster he just left. It's
No,
a
yeah,
different
that's
makeup,
exactly what the
different
Kings
team.
are. The Kings are the Kings are the Bulls from a few years ago. Like you got DeMar, you got Zach, and then I don't know what the hell you're gonna do. You got Malik
Vooch and
Monk, or are you
Sabonis
gonna?
damn near the same.
Yeah, are you
Damn near
gonna?
do the same thing.
Are you gonna start? Is Malik Monk gonna come off the bench? You gonna start Devin Carter, the kid you just drafted, and then play him? I don't know
The
what their
nigga,
plan
the
is,
nigga
but
had
I
his
don't
first
think.
game like a month ago.
Agreed. I don't know what their plan is, but I honestly don't think DeMar's gonna be there. Like you was like, oh, I feel bad for DeMar. I don't think he's gonna be there. I
Bro,
think somebody gonna get him gone. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't sign up for that. He
I
ain't signed
know
up
he didn't sign up,
for
but
that at
not
all.
no De'Aaron.
I think he'd rather been a Laker if that was the case. He said he didn't want to be a Laker because of the circus. I think he would rather be a Laker at that
Even
point.
though even though I love DeMar DeRozan, I feel the same way I feel about Julius is the same way I feel about D'Angelo Russell, the same way I feel about DeMar now. Like you don't really fit anywhere but a losing team. Like you don't really fit.
So
You
you
don't
can do
fit
what you
anywhere.
do. I
You
feel
don't
you.
you don't
I,
not
I
on a
mean,
winning team. You don't fit anywhere.
I mean, Toronto was winning.
You fit on a rent a team, even on a rent or where I can just rent you for a second, or a team that we're not playing for much. Put butts in the seat and drop 30.
Toronto was winning for a while. They
Yeah,
didn't
but
get over the LeBron hump, but they was winning for a while.
that's true. But ever since then, it's been like this wherever he goes, it's not winning basketball being involved. Like
Yeah,
wherever he goes.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to put that on him yet though, because
Julius
shit,
Randle, I feel like
he
his
went to
game is
Chicago,
getting
and like
but
we just said about Chicago, like they ain't put together a good enough roster. Because Lonzo was an important piece, but if one person go down, then everything go to shit. You didn't put together a good team.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's like your main guy. You know what I'm saying?
Where would you trade DeMar DeRozan to a team that's playing winning basketball who can compete for a championship at this given moment? The Lakers wouldn't be a good fit.
The first now this is without thought process. The first thing that came to mind was like Denver. They could always use some ISO buckets. Um,
Not with Russ.
yeah, I don't know because the teams that are winning now, they team is pretty much nice. Like they don't need
That's
him.
what I'm saying. They don't
They
need
just
nobody.
most of them need bigs.
Or a
So
plug-in
it's kind
player, and DeMar DeRozan demands too much. Not saying it's his fault, but you need him. Like he's a great closer. He's a great closer. Great money from mid
I can
range.
see
Can
it.
give you
He could
20
be a
plus a
buck.
game.
He could be
Yeah,
with the
so it's
Bucks. I can see that.
no. That would be another person that you need to ISO ISO with. You already
Well,
got Dame
well,
and Giannis. So
Dame don't
it's
really ISO. Dame operate a lot out the pick and roll over there.
who who
Dame out
I,
over there,
I
he
I
operate a lot out the pick and roll. It might not be a Giannis pick and roll, but it's definitely a pick and roll.
you know me. I think I can damn near say I've watched a lot of Damian Lillard games. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of Damian Lillard games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unwillingly because he played for the fucking Portland Trailblazers. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching Bally TV. So this is what I'm saying is when when I watch Dame, he demands. That's why him and Giannis aren't on the same page sometimes because Giannis has the ball a lot and he needs the ball to operate. So if you add DeMar DeRozan in that mix, he's going to need the ball too. That's not a good fit. Like at least
I
Chris
agree with
Middleton.
you.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I was just saying, at least when I'm not a fan of Chris Middleton right now, I feel like he's on a decline. But he just had a phenomenal game last night, right? He's
Yeah.
taking it to where he's even taking a step back. I can't have the ball in my hands much anymore. Now I have to figure out ways to score and be effective in different ways. I don't think DeMar DeRozan can plug into that. Me personally, without having the ball, I can't see that.
I don't know. I think it'll fit. I think they'll figure that out. And I think once you got another scorer, I just think it get harder to double Giannis. Like it
But
get much harder to double Giannis because it's not like DeMar is a vet, so he done seen it all. Yeah, you can play off me because you don't think I'm gonna shoot this three ball. One, I might shoot it. Two, if I don't, I know how to play off the catch. I know how to go downhill off catch. Now I can still get into my one dribble pull up. I can still get to the things that I like to do, and it didn't call for me having ISO. You feel me? He plays simple basketball, bro. He plays very, very simple basketball, and I think people that do that, it's easy for your game to just fit in.
I don't
Everywhere
know.
you've put him,
I think that's nasty though. That's
I just feel
nasty.
like everywhere you've put him is kind of like that's what I'm asking you to do, bro. I'm asking you to score the ball, but I'm asking you to get these ISO buckets in every situation he's been in. So it's like, you know,
The
I'm
Raptors,
trying to look.
that makes sense because it's going through you. You're the point man here. Like
Agreed. I'm saying, but
everything is
that's
going
kind of
through
how it's
you.
been
Yeah.
everywhere. Then it, you sent him to San Antonio. It was the same shit. It was supposed to be
So if you send
replacing.
them to the
It's supposed to be
Bucks,
replacing Kawhi, where it was like these are the buckets I'm supposed to replace. You sent him to Chicago with Zach. It was like, no, we down there just gonna outscore people and let Lonzo get us the ball when we need. It's all about, you know what I'm saying. That's always been his role. So I don't think I think he's good enough and smart enough to be able to adjust his game, and his game is simple enough to be able to adjust. I don't think he's one of those dribble, 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 dribble. You know what I'm saying? Dribble the whole shot
I've
clock
seen
out
that nigga
type of
dribble the
guy.
clock out, nigga. I've seen him a few times. Like nigga, I was like I've seen DeMar DeRozan back a person down for 10 seconds, hit that elbow, turn around in your face. I've seen him dribble. I'm getting to my spot in your face. Like I've seen the ball stick before.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's a part of his
he's not
game.
holding the ball. He's not holding the ball 16 seconds off the shot clock.
Yeah, he's not mellow with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Jab,
Like,
step. But
that's what I mean. For him, he plays simple. He gets into his action simple. We'll get back to this in a second. I just don't want it on screen right now. But he plays simple. He get into his
undisputed.
action. He get to where he want to be quickly. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a I have to deliberate. He never knew what he wanted to get to before he got the ball. Like with him knowing his spots, and I just think the way he played the game, I don't think it's that hard. You know what I mean? To plug him into certain situations. Now, certain
But to
situations,
get to
it's a
get to
lot of.
Sacramento, ultimately just get traded before the All-Star break is
I
fucking
feel it.
terrible.
He might even be. I don't know what his contract look like. He might even be a buyout candidate though. But what was that? I don't want to mess up your name, bro. But shout out to you for being in here. Kings of L franchise. If Zach and DeMar couldn't work it in Chicago in the Eastern Conference, what makes them think it will work in the West?
Nothing. It won't. It won't.
Yeah, nothing. That's
It,
a great
it,
point.
it won't. But that's what I said. The Kings. It's certain organizations whose front office is a joke. It's just a joke. Like what are y'all doing? Like I'm curious to sometimes to understand the logic of things, but like if this duo didn't work in the in Chicago, what makes you think it's gonna work here with no De'Aaron Fox?
That's what I
Essentially, you
really
have
think.
no point guard.
And I still think they're going to trade DeMar. I don't even know if they have that thought process of playing them together.
Nigga, nigga, you had the crazy part is you had mad point guards.
No, I agree.
Like,
And you like also know what else is like crazy about the Kings that nobody really talk about, right? They drafted Marvin Bagley
I
instead
forgot
of
about.
Luka. Instead of Luka, instead of Jaren Jackson, instead of Trey Young.
Well, Marvin was. I ain't gonna lie. If everybody was there, you know how Marvin, how they were talking about Marvin. When soon as he
But
reclassed up
if
and
you
then went to
and
Duke,
I
everybody was talking to him like he was.
I will repost this video tomorrow for anybody that needs to see it.
Uh,
I obviously because of Wendell, I was watching Duke basketball
yeah, same.
thoroughly. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
That's what I said. I
I was
remember when that was
never
going
on
through.
that train. I was never
I'm
ever
about to
there.
say,
I
I
was never
remember
ever
when.
there. I have takes from like 2 years ago, like because everybody was kind of established in their role in the NBA. I have takes from 2 years ago saying Wendell's always been a better basketball player than Marvin Bagley.
Yeah,
It's
because the
I don't
way.
care about the hype
Go ahead.
in the rankings. Everybody like using the age shit and they let him reclass up and all of that and it didn't work out. So,
No, I was saying
you
it.
know,
I was saying it because I'm not mad at them picking him because all the hype that was surrounded by him. So I'm not. I'm not. I'm mad that they picked him and they had these. Obviously, they're better scout teams than that. But I'm understanding the hype and us being there and understanding what was going on at the time. Them
I feel
drafting,
it.
but
But
even with them drafting Luka, I just drafted De'Aaron Fox a year prior. I don't need to draft Luka Doncic. I don't need to draft Trey. Jaren Jackson's different.
I get where you're coming from. I
Jaren
get where you're
Jackson's
coming
different,
from.
and also too.
But
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just say like if you get a this might be an extreme example, but you get a real nice point guard, whatever. Let's just make him an all-star point guard. But then you get a chance to draft LeBron James. It doesn't really matter who your point guard is.
But they didn't know
Who
who
I'm building my team around now doesn't matter anymore.
you didn't. But you didn't know Luka was going to be Luka. Nobody knew that.
Me at the time,
No,
no.
no, no. I'm saying
But
nobody
it's not
knew.
for me to know. Apparently they did know though. Because he was never coming out the top 5.
Yeah,
And then a team traded up for him.
but
You
you
know what I
also
mean? So it's
but
like it's
it's still a risk though
somebody
either
saw
way. Like
something.
I don't get to see this. I can't pull up to Slovenia. I can't pull up there. I can watch tape.
You can.
I can
You
I
can though.
Yeah, I can pull up
They
once maybe
can. They do have
once a year. Maybe I could pull up. Maybe
no,
twice
you
a
ever
year
seen
out
that?
the year.
You ever seen that? Bro, they have scouts that literally will stay. You ever seen that movie with Adam Sandler and Ant-Man?
Yeah.
That's a real thing. Like,
But
no.
I
Yeah,
understand. No,
get your
no.
ass out.
I understand what you're saying, but I could pull up to do games when I feel like it. I'm pulling up to the spots. I'm seeing Bagley ever since he was 14. I'm seeing I'm seeing this. Luka been hooping since he been 16. We get all that. That people been knowing. I
Bro,
heard Giannis
right.
was getting hit in the Hawks The Hawks'
Yeah, in the
basement.
basement. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I know that they tapped in, but also you can't. That's still a gamble, though.
They all
I'm
gambles. They all gambles.
ex, exactly. So
So
if I just drafted you,
if Imma take my gamble, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm a gambler on
this is,
occasion.
but this
If
is,
Imma gamble
mhm.
big on that one. In that situation, like,
But if I just drafted a point guard in De'Aaron Fox, top 5,
I don't care.
then I'm gonna draft another. I'm gonna
I
draft
get where
a
you're coming
person he can pick
from.
and roll with.
I get where you're coming from in a sense of logic and basketball fit, but I'm
Yeah.
speaking from a just a talent aspect. If it a best player available aspect, you know what I mean? If I got a 6'8" guy that I can play point guard, and that's kinda where the league is headed,
So what do
why
you do with De'Aaron Fox after you just
you
drafted him?
no, you try to make it work, and then if it don't work, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry, because he's gonna be
That
who he's
doesn't. That
gonna be.
doesn't. That
I'm pretty sure.
logically that doesn't. That's essentially doing what you did with Tyrese Halliburton. You're essentially doing
Yeah,
the same thing. Like
yeah. Yes and no.
I'm still drafting horribly because I just wasted a pick.
I don't think so. It's not a waste of a pick if it worked. Shit, it don't work, it don't work.
I drafted 2 point guards.
What's the difference between drafting a point guard and a power forward and the power forward suck? I wasted a pick. Like you said, it's the same shit.
You don't
If
know.
it's a
You
gamble, it's a
don't.
gamble.
Okay, you're talking about hindsight. You see,
No,
you're speaking
I'm
from a
saying if it's a
hindsight
no, I'm
perspective.
saying
I'm
if it's a
speaking from
gamble,
that
it's a
day
gamble.
on draft night. Why would I draft Luka Doncic? I know he's supposed to be nice, but we don't even know if he's going to be nice. He could be like the dude that was drafted before
And
Melo.
that
He could
that's what
be
I'm
nice
saying.
or he could not be nice. But I could just
That's
draft this power forward who's been hyped up this whole time with to pair with my point guard. Drafting Luka didn't make sense for them.
I get where you're coming from. What I'm trying to say to you though is that if it's all a gamble, I'm going to gamble on the guy with the highest upside.
Yeah, that's but
That's
you
just that.
saying where I'm coming from. That's just basketball logic though. Like I'm gonna draft a
Like,
power forward to pick and roll with my point guard. I'm not gonna draft another point guard to match with a point guard. That's what we essentially saying
n
about Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox. That was stupid to do that.
yeah, but Halliburton's play style is not Luka's play style. It's a little different. This
We
is
know that. We know that.
that's what I'm
But
saying, and you knew and I'm pretty sure you knew that looking at tape. That's all I'm saying to you is, like, if it's all a gamble, I'm going to pick the guy with the higher upside. So that's why I said you can have an all-star point guard. If you can have so whoever had a small whatever the Cavs small forward was at the
mhm.
time drafting LeBron James, if he was an all-star, it didn't matter. They were picking LeBron James. They would have just tried to make it work. I'm gonna put him next to my all-star and try to make it work. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's just best player available. Fit is not always the thing. If you think this guy is the better basketball player and it's going to work better for your team and your franchise, I'm not really worried about the point guard I just drafted. We got to figure it out. And then if it don't work, then we figure something else out. But
Mm,
I'm on side of taking best player available. Now it's different if it's
mm.
like say I had fucking Shaq already in his prime. Like I'm not going to get a rookie center like that.
Well,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Unless I don't wanna
it's optics,
unless
but
it come to, like, some
essentially,
money shit and it's like I don't wanna pay him or something, like, it gotta be some minute details, but
yeah.
I think
But
you can go best player available sometimes versus, "Oh, I need this position, so Imma go this position." It's like, yeah, I guess, but
it's just sad
especially
to
if you're
see
the
how
king, make a swing for the fences. Sorry.
it's sad to see how this played out with the whole King situation because like I'm saying they're from going to the playoffs to everything being so good to the situation that they're in now to where essentially they're gonna have to start over in the next year and a half. So
Mhm.
it's that's terrible to see. That's terrible to see. Because
Feel you.
when we thought you guys would have some light guys, just that your actions over time just screwed it all up. You know what I mean? And it sucks. But hey, it is what it is. I just feel bad for, like I said,
I'm
DeMar
not,
DeRozan, Zach LaVine. and Sabonis who thought they were going into winning situations, and it didn't.
I feel you. I can't be mad at it. I think DeMar is probably gonna be on another team before the sixth.
That's
Uh,
fucking crazy if he gets traded. That's crazy if he
I
gets
think
traded.
I would think so, or maybe buyout. I don't know what his contract looked like. I don't think it was that big. Probably the buyout market, if that's an option for a guy that just got traded. Um,
Wait, buy out who?
hmm?
Buy out who?
A buyout, Demar.
Who they're buying up? How much is contract?
I think he's only on like a 2 year. I don't think he's there. Nothing crazy. I could look it up real quick, but I really don't think he's there on nothing crazy.
These niggas have
Uh,
found themselves in a hole.
mm,
Like, if I was a GM, I
three
wouldn't know
year,
what to do right now.
3 year, 73. So he's making 24 a year.
Hell no, they ain't buying that nigga out. They trading his ass.
I mean, you try. I
They are
don't
not
know if
buying the
you.
white.
I feel you.
They keep
Yeah, I just.
Judah. They are stupid. They are dumb. I would have told De'Aaron Fox, you better hold tight, brother. You know what I'm saying? You better
I
hold
mean, he
tight.
had no intent. They did. He had no intention of resigning, so that's why
He
they
about to
did
be a
it.
free agent, right?
Yeah. Well, he had the this half of this year, and then he had next year. But he told him like, I'm not resigning.
Yeah,
So.
you said he had next year.
Hmm.
Hey, yeah, go ahead and sit tight, brother.
I
Go
feel
ahead
you.
and
He
sit right
just
here, brother.
it sound good, but if he tell you like, bro, it don't really matter what y'all doing. I'm not resigning here. You might as well get what you can get while you can get.
No, brother. Go ahead and sit this down. I don't care if you want to go to San Antonio or not. I'll trade you to Yugoslavia. You better sit tight. Either you gonna sit tight, or you gonna resign. I'm
That's
what?
not how that works. I can
What you
sit tight for this year. I'm still not gonna resign, nigga. It doesn't matter.
that is cool. That is cool. But I am going to get the highest price I can
I was
for
about to say,
you.
no, that's different than let me sit here because sitting here is wasting. The
But that's
longer
what
I
I'm
sit here,
saying.
the more
No,
they
no, no,
know
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna resign.
no. The reason why I'm saying because of the deadline. I think they tried to do it before the deadline and they rushed it. I'm thinking that he was going to be. I'm thinking his contract was up after this year. So yo, I'm gonna go ahead and unload you and unload you real quick to see what I can get back from you. That's
Mm,
just real quick instead of just letting you walk and get nothing. If he had
agreed.
another year left on his, hey brother, we'll revisit this next All Star break. Go ahead and sit tight. If we can't get nothing for you this summer, go ahead and sit tight, and I'm gonna wait
That's
to
what I
the
was about to say.
last
Next All
possible
Star break is
moment.
too far. I think the farthest you can go is the off season. Next All
Eh,
Star break is way too far because now niggas know
Okay,
you desperate. They know you're not
okay,
gonna sign. I'm not giving you nothing.
Off season,
So
off
off
season.
season is the farthest we can go, and
Uh huh.
then
Uh huh.
even in that case, I feel like if he wanted to go to the Spurs could have made it happen regardless. So I
Yeah.
just think the Kings are dumb in general for not getting the most you could get because I don't think the Spurs trade offer changes in the offseason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What they were willing to not what
You
they
might not
gave.
change.
I'm not. No, I'm saying not what they gave. I'm saying based off what they were willing to give. Like they came
Right.
out way better than what they were willing to give. I'm saying their offer now, without involving a third team, the way they
Uh-huh.
did, was probably still pretty high. And I think in the offseason it wouldn't have got no higher. It would have still been 3 players, 3 first rounds, and whatever.
But
I don't
that's
think their offer changes
I don't
in the
care if
offseason.
you're
I'm saying the Kings are
go ahead.
dumb in general because they could have gotten that now and they chose Zach LaVine over
No,
building the future.
I'm saying they're dumb is the reason why I understand why you're saying it, but what I'm essentially saying is I don't mind you. I don't I don't mind their offer not changing. I don't mind that. That's okay. But for you not to hold on to him and for seeing what you got back, knowing they wanted De'Aaron Fox, either knowing other teams and they can be good right now, they're gonna make the playoffs, and seeing how things shape up going into the end of the season, going into the off season, and me now knowing that he had another year on his contract. Oh, brother, sit tight. I got you. I'm gonna ship you off. You got that, brother. but you're gonna wait till the off season so I can figure out what I can get off of you. I'm not gonna just get Zach LaVine and pair him up with DeMar DeRozan and
But
seeing
that's what
and I
I'm
just
saying.
seen that didn't work.
That's the thing. They essentially chose Zach LaVine over the future, like competing now, semi, however you feel
Mm.
about the word competing now over the future. You know what I'm saying? Over let me get these 3 draft picks and these 2 or 3 young players. They
But but
chose
but it wasn't even
I'm
that
not saying
though.
it's smart. I'm just
Go ahead.
saying that's
No,
essentially what they did. I'm
but it's not even.
choosing Zach
Mhm.
LaVine and the vets over starting this shit over completely. And I guess
You
maybe
don't
because
have
you still
you
got
don't you
Sabonis
don't
to do
have
that with.
to. You don't have to start it over. You wait for for De'Aaron Fox to sit down for this offseason, and then you have DeMar DeRozan and Sabonis to work off of. And Malik Monk as your bench player to work off of, knowing that you have a spark going off of that. All you have and Keegan Murray. All you have to do now is find somebody who can semi fill De'Aaron Fox's position and work around that. You don't have to start over. You don't have to get Zach LaVine. You don't have to do
But
that. You could have got a Trey, you're not Trey Jones. You could have got
that's what you was.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that's where we disagree because you wasn't. I don't think you're getting an all-star level player. You were gonna get the young. You was
Mm-hmm.
gonna get the young players and draft picks for the year, and you wasn't finna get an
Say
all-star back in return. Is what I'm saying. Like you weren't gonna get an all-star level player in return.
say
So
if the
it's like,
Bucks come up short and the Bucks wanted to, do you know what? Gotta blow this shit up. This ain't working.
mhm.
Shit, Dame wanna lose? Ship his ass there. You want to give up Dame? We in a win now situation. We want to win now, and y'all want the future. Y'all want the future. Go ahead. I'm sure he want to. I'm sure you want to give up Giannis in the third. I'm just saying a scenario. Give me a person who can win now, and you want a win now situation. Give me a Dame. Put him here with DeMar
Yeah, but
DeRozan and Sabonis and all them.
that's also you
What's the
don't know what's
fix?
about to happen. Like we know how Dame is as far as loyalty goes. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even know if that's a thing. Like I know it was just an
But
example, but I'm saying
oh
like
yeah, I'm just saying
you can't
uh,
operate like that. To me, you can't operate like that. Where it's like
in this
there's a
situation,
possibility that somebody might be free. Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's hold on to you and then get rid of you for him just in case they come free. It's like you just that's what those draft picks would be for. You would trade him
I
for the
uh,
young, and then when somebody else is on the loose, you
but I would have took
give
that.
those away.
You're a gambling man, right? I would have took that chance over the Spurs coming back to me telling me that the Bulls have a 3 trade. We could do this trade. You give me De'Aaron, they give you Zach. I just seen that not work for 3 years. Why?
Mhm.
What in my
But that's
right
also
mind am I trading for? That
I was about
same
to say that's
exact
also
situation.
why I think that's also why I don't think DeMar's gonna be there. Just being honest, unless they just view it that way. But okay, so fucking
That's just dumb. I don't get the logic though.
that's just how. I mean, me neither. I guess time will tell.
I'm
But
sorry, my fault, audience. We ain't even spend that much time because I'm just so appalled by their stupidity. It's blowing my mind to where me and Judah are trying to wrap our brains around. This is this is craziness, man. I don't get what they're doing, man.
sure.
This is wild business there. But if DeMar DeRozan gets traded, man, you number one on the list is the Bucks. You want to see him go there?
I don't know if I want to see him go there, but I can see it. To me, I can see it working. I can see Memphis working
I like a lot of players going to Memphis, man. I think they're a piece away.
at a vet presence for him, a wing. They don't
Yeah,
really got no scoring wing, in my opinion. Like, I mean, a Desmond Bain is cool, but I mean like a scorer,
like a Brad
like a
Bill.
fill it up. Yeah, but
Oh,
DeMar
for real.
DeRozan's way more efficient than Bradley Beal. So like something like that. Like, I think
Jimmy,
that might
I
work
think
out.
Jimmy fits well with them.
Jimmy does not want to go to Memphis.
Yeah,
He
I know,
already said that.
but
Do
I think
not
he
put me in
no,
Memphis.
I know
He's
that, but
sold
I
out
think
on
he fits well.
Phoenix, I think.
Yeah,
That's gonna be interesting to see what they do. And then I saw something about
it's go ahead.
color change means topic change, but I saw something about KD being a rumor to be traded. The
Yeah,
Suns looking to trade him. Hey, send him back to Golden State. I've been saying
I
it for like the last year now. Send him back.
I, I seen that. I seen that whole thing with Jimmy, him not wanting to get traded to the Warriors
Yeah,
either, which is kind of
yeah. He said he not gonna extend there either.
and and I didn't get
He playing a
so
dangerous game.
so what Sham said was right, essentially. You know, your agent went on that long tangent for nothing.
Well, duh. They
Like
gotta try to protect their images. But they not that's what I'm saying, they playing with a dangerous game now because now he's
goofy.
like I think Jeff Teague and them said it best. It was like, you kinda fucking with the church's money. Where it's like you affecting
It
everybody.
is.
'Cause now all these owners are gonna be like, "Hey, what can we do? Because these niggas is not playing and taking all our money."
And you see what
And there's
you see
nothing
what
wrong
what's the
with them.
name did?
And there's nothing wrong with them, and they asking out, and they doing whatever. And I think the best example they had was like, nigga, if Melo got blackballed, nigga, who the
That's
fuck
what
are
Melo
you?
said. Melo said
Like,
that. Melo
who are
Melo
you?
Melo gave Jimmy advice. He said, "Yo, I understand you don't want out. I mean, say you want out and stuff like that, but if you continue doing what you're doing,
And
it's about to
take
happen."
if I was him, I'd take the De'Aaron Fox thing as a example. Like Rich Paul told De'Aaron Fox, shut the fuck up. Just don't say nothing about nothing.
And if
And
anybody to listen to is
who's
Rich
traded
Paul,
and who got traded to his destination? He had one destination on his list. Where would he prefer to go? San Antonio. Where is he at?
San Antonio.
And he didn't say a word. He didn't have to say nothing. That's what I mean. Like and he continued to play. He wasn't sitting. He wasn't doing. He just played. It's
Except
like, come on, bro.
except for that tweet. Nigga said when what's his name when Luka got traded, nigga said something. Niggas in the comments said, "Nigga, your ass is
Oh yeah, yo,
next."
that's next. You know it. You know it. Segue into that. Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. Yes, Luka
I'm
Doncic.
copping the 77 raw. I'm rocking it raw.
That's
No undershirt.
that's disgusting. Your chest gonna itch. It's
I'm rocking
disgusting.
the raw doggy, man. I'm telling you, I'm
He
copping
don't
the
even wear his
77.
with no. He don't even wear his without sleeves under the bottom, nigga. But
Go
yeah,
ahead,
man.
man.
No, you're not reading a typo on the screen. If you live under a rock, then you don't know that Luka Doncic was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers and Anthony Davis was traded to the Dallas Mavericks. I give you the full details. It was 3-team trade, including the Utah Jazz, whose GM is Danny Ainge, and he said he knew nothing about the other end of this trade, which is crazy to me because you signed off on something and you didn't know the other side of it. That's how you get lost in the sauce, as they say.
That nigga just said, "Seen nigga, I'm paying cash for what's the name from
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
So it's
I'm
like
just
you
paying
just
cash."
lost in the sauce now because that's what he been doing. He been building up draft picks and you know what I'm saying, acquiring contracts to get the salary cap right over there and shit like that. You just lost in the sauce. All you heard was what you was receiving. And he was like, I bet. I think that's crazy. He was like, he was only told with 30 minutes to go. And I'm like, first of all,
He probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
but it's like, first of all, the deadline's not until the 6th. You didn't have 30 minutes. Where was this 30 minutes coming from? What was the timeline? Somebody gave you an ultimatum?
I think when the trades get pulled and stuff like that, like yo, man, I either have it done by this time because I want this time a certain amount, however your reason is, like how you
Well,
want to do
then
it.
we gonna have to revisit it when I get more time to look at it. If that's
But
the
I'm just
case,
a
nigga,
but the reason
you
why he
saying I
probably
got
did it,
30
go ahead.
minutes? What are we talking about?
But
30 minutes to do what?
essentially, but the reason why I showed him grace and showed him grace right now is because he probably was just not probably he was the middleman. Like, yo, I want to sell this person. I want to sell this. You got some cash for me? Yeah, nigga. You sure you want to sell him? Okay, shit. He ain't really like a much of a player like that. Anyway, I give you the dough for him. It's
I
probably one of
mean,
them things. Like, but you got 30 minutes to get it done. All right, let me see him. He healthy. He this. Like, nigga, it say it got him for like 100,000.
lost in the sauce, my nigga. That's what I'm saying. You lost in your tanker sauce.
They,
That's it.
they,
Your tankathon sauce. You lost in
essentially
it.
they just got him for a bag of Doritos, nigga. So he probably didn't care like that. Like, you know what?
I
Take
mean,
that down.
I feel it.
But I
I
get it though.
feel
You
it.
probably shouldn't have said it out loud once you knew what hand you played.
Because now it's like everybody just looking competent. Everybody looking competent.
Except for
Nico and
Rob.
I was gonna say Nico and Rob. No, Nico and Rob look like they did some under the table nasty shit because I don't agree with the talk about getting a boatload for De'Aaron Fox, nigga. Come on now.
I
This
don't
is
know what
Luka
you're talking
Doncic, bro.
about, brother.
He's 20. He has 25. He's 25 and he has 5 first team All NBAs. He has more
That's
All
bad
NBAs.
though, bro. We don't know
He
you got
has
a
more.
future and shit. We
Shut
don't
your
know.
ass up. He has more
I don't
All
know.
NBAs
I
than
don't
Steph
know
Curry.
yet. I have to see.
Like, what are we talking about?
I have to see. I don't know
Anyway,
yet,
fool.
Shoota.
Yeah, if you and the people that are in here, LA is a Laker fan, so he's gonna be
I don't.
oblivious
I don't
to
know.
what's going on, as if I don't want to say they cheat, but as if he didn't just call his homie and was like, "Hey, nigga," you know what I'm saying? Slide me something on a discount
Wait,
because
huh? Cheat.
they've
What?
been working together. No, I don't know if you know this, but Rob and Nico been working together for 20 years.
Oh, what?
This is
I didn't.
this is not
This
this
is
is not
news to
new.
me.
This is not a new
This is
friendship.
this is news to me. It couldn't have been having to do nothing with the bean, right?
Yes, it has absolutely everything to do with Kobe Bryant, you
Not
know.
the bean.
But it's all right. It's all right, you know. Anyway, let me get to the details of this trade
Go ahead.
so LA can fan out. Um the Lakers receive Luka Doncic. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice keep going out. My birthday was Sunday. I've been partying since Friday. You
Hey,
feel me?
hey, you and
So
my first
it's
off,
a
I would
lot
like to
going on.
say before we get into this, I've already said happy birthday to him, but I haven't said it on the pod. Happy birthday, my guy.
I
Happy
appreciate that.
birthday.
I
Happy
appreciate
birthday.
that.
And I also want to shout out Dukes. It was her birthday too, man. Shout
Yeah,
out
shout
Dukes.
out
And she
my
told me to
Dukes,
tell you
man.
happy birthday, brother. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Tell her I said happy birthday. I
I will,
appreciate
I
it,
will,
man.
I will, I will,
Me and
man.
LA's mom share the same birthday. If you
Y'all
guys didn't
spam in
know.
the comments, happy birthday to Judah, man. I'm gonna get back to it.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. But yeah, man, my voice keep cracking because I ain't got one left. So, you know, had a great weekend though. Had a great one.
That's
I
what's up,
publicly do.
man.
Shout out to all my peoples that came out. I appreciate all y'all. You know, LA's not able to make it because he lives in LA, but you know,
You know what I mean? I'm with him in spirit, y'all.
always, always.
Yeah.
So the Lakers got Luka, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. The Mavericks received Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 LA first round draft pick, and then Utah received Jalen Hood-Schifino, which is the Lakers' first round draft pick from like 2-3 years ago. The Clippers' second round pick of 2025, and the Mavs' second round pick of 2025. Yeah, like I just said, it sounded like it was some fleecing and finessing going on and some bullshit. Can Let me go on mine before you go. How about this? Because it's not really nothing to do with the Lakers. If you got a sucker and you could work the move, do what you gotta do. Uh, the Jazz, I already spoke on them. Danny Ainge in his 30 minutes, but that old man don't. I don't know. But Nico Harrison,
Sound like a nigga
here
mind his business to me. Go ahead.
I need I need you to know that you are on the clock, my friend. You you either have to make the finals again or make the Western Conference Finals within like the next 2 years or before the Lakers do. Either one. Either one is acceptable. Cause for you to trade Luka for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and one first round pick when you could have got the world for him is a little absurd. And your reasoning was because this nigga liked to eat little Debbie snacks and drink beer. He a top 5 basketball player in the NBA, top 3 depending on how you feel, and he still do all of that. He still drink beer, and he still eat Twinkies, and he still eat pizza, and probably smoke cigarettes. You mad at him because he fat? He fat, and he still averaged 30, 10, and 10. You mad because he can't defend? That's why you put defenders around him, and y'all had a top 10 defense, and y'all okay. You mad at him for being fat? His fat ass took y'all to the finals last year. His fat ass took y'all to the Western Conference Finals the year before. You you're mad because he's fat? I don't discipline and diet is what you said. That are we also gonna act like his game is predicated on athleticism? Does that really even matter? That he's fat? It's not like when we said Zion's fat. Hey, you jump 45 inches in the air. You jump about 38 when you too fat. I would like all your explosiveness to be there. Luka can't jump over a phone book if he weighed 190 pounds. It wouldn't matter. I don't, because he's fat is not a good enough reason for me. And then I also want to say, if I'm Jay Kidd and I'm at that press conference, please stop grouping me with you. I don't care how many conversations we had. Please stop grouping me with you. Because I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really with everybody talking about Jay Kidd look mad. I was like, he's just letting the man talk. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing either. You know what I'm saying? But then when he started to say like shit like, I'm not worried about 10 years down the road because, you know, who knows? They'll run us out of here or we'll run ourselves out of here. And then Jay Kidd looked at him like, nigga, what? Like, how we gonna do that? Why would I want to do that? I want to be here. 10 years is not that long.
J Kidd kind of knew something.
Well, I think a lot of people knew. I think everybody just lying.
That's why Luka unfollowed him, I think.
Because he said they've been working on that for 3 to 4 weeks. It's not, and I mean, yeah, it could have just been them two, but you don't do that. You don't trade LeBron James' second best player without talking to LeBron James. You don't trade Luka Doncic without some kid, the head coach you hired for Luka Doncic. You don't do that. And then just say, oh, well, this happened, figure it out. I mean, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. It's possible. Maybe nobody knew nothing, but I doubt it. I doubt nobody knew nothing.
If you come to me and say, nigga, you want to trade Luka Doncic, nigga, my first thing was, nigga, you for real? You got to be joking, nigga. And you like, yeah? Shit, nigga, I might try to get this paperwork done before you have time to think.
I mean, I feel you. That's why I said I don't want to really put it. I don't want to say that they lying, but I just don't. I'm having a hard time believing that nobody knew, that it was just y'all two and then the owners. It was just the two GMs and the two owners. You think neither of the owners told nobody either? It's just what Shannon Sharp say earlier, because my grandma ain't never said this, but he said his grandma said this. If two people can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean tell me 4 of them did?
Yeah.
I don't.
And that's
I'm having a hard time believing that.
I'll let you finish. My fault.
No, I'm pretty much done. I think I did what I did on Nico, and I'll say for the people that might have a rebuttal, I'll say I do think 100% currently the Lakers roster is worse than the Mavericks roster. The Mavericks roster right now is still ready to go play good basketball. 100%. I agree with you 100% on that.
Really good.
The future does matter. Luka's only 25, and that's kind of where my thing was. It was like he's only 25, bro.
Niggas our age and got,
you know what I'm saying?
Fucking
5 first team all pros. That's more than Steph. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how else to really categorize it. He's gonna be legendary. Like Mark Cuban said, no, bro, it's gonna happen. It's not no hopefully. It's nothing. What's he gonna do? Stop being good at basketball? He just forgot how to play.
I'll let you.
He got traded and forgot how to play. It's like that 30-10-10 is still that 30-10-10, bro. It's not like it don't translate. And then he averaged 31.99 in the playoffs. Like he gets a little bit better in the playoffs. We've seen him make the big shots. We've seen we mad because he can't defend and he don't diet properly. All right. I think that's a little bit on the people around him not being able to get the best out of him. That would start to look inward a little bit, you know? Now, maybe he's just like, fuck y'all. Maybe he's just like, fuck y'all, nigga. I'm European. I drink beer, smoke cigarettes, eat honey buns. Then I go cook niggas. Maybe that's what he own.
Hey, Luka. Eat
if he not
honey buns as you want around here, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just, I mean, I guess the hope is that LeBron mentors him over there, and I'm off my soapbox after this, but I guess that's the hope. But like, nigga, like, come on. I just don't. I don't get it. I know AD is still like top 10, top 12 in the league. So
Mm-hmm.
you didn't fall too far off the wagon. He still averaged 25 and 10. You know what I'm saying? He do 2/3 of what Luka does as far as impact in the game. So maybe if you count his defense, maybe their impact is similar. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I don't know. He ain't never been the one, like the number one option. I don't think he's gonna be it there. Maybe he is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think the person taking them shots is still Kyrie.
Definitely.
Kyrie as the one option, as
He a
great as
top
he's
five
been.
closer. That's why.
I
That's
was
why
gonna
it
say,
was so. That's why it was so detrimental. I'm sorry, right? So detrimental against Luka
mhm,
and Kyrie, top five closers in the league.
right,
So, but besides Dame, De'Aaron Fox, and KD, those were the top five closers in the league, and DeMar DeRozan not trailing far behind them. So it's like, you know what I mean?
yeah. I just, I don't, I don't really get it. I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it, but I don't get it. And I will say, lastly, said all that, but I do think like the next like month or two of basketball that we see from Luca and AD is gonna be insane. Like niggas that are that talented that you put a chip on their shoulder, you gave them a reason. Most times they just come out there and do what they do. You gave them both a reason. You
I feel like
literally said fuck both of us, and then supposedly didn't tell nobody. So it was like really just no, fuck y'all, just no for real, fuck y'all. We're not gonna think about this. No, we're gonna do what we want to do.
because
You
it's
know
a
what I'm
lot of things I
saying?
got to unpack. There's a lot of things I got
So
to man. What
so
they really did.
I'm done.
they,
I'm gonna let you go ahead after that.
this all okay. You done? You
Yeah,
sure?
I'm done.
Well, this
Positive.
all starts with what I told my brother with. This starts with AD's interview. This starts with AD's in all sit down 1-on-1 with Shams. I need a
Hmm.
big man. Niggas heard that and said, oh, you do, huh? You need a big man? Okay. That's how we won 2020? Okay. This is 2025, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get up out of here. Now, as me being a fan of things of that nature, I would like to say we appreciate AD. Thank you for everything that you did, especially pairing up with Bron. You didn't have to do that. Essentially, you could have went anywhere you wanted to, and you chose that. And some ups and downs with AD. I kind of felt like he got kind of content with that one championship. You can kind of tell in his play the next 1 to 2 years. Um, but he did hear the rumblings and started to change that around. He's having a career year, All Star year, coming off the Olympics. And he's a top 10 player. So we are losing somebody. You're losing a rim protector, shot blocker, a defensive presence. So
Hmm. Y'all defense is gonna stink. Side note: it was 21st with AD. Y'all are gonna stink on defense.
yeah, we're gonna be terrible. I think the Mavs got better. Um, for now, they got
Oddly enough, huh?
yeah, they got better for now. We have Gafford, Lively, and now AD down there, so AD doesn't have to play the five anymore and gets to abuse the four. Um, and you got Kyrie. Well, my question is, where is that scoring going to come from? Kyrie and AD, okay, Kyrie and AD are going to make up for a lot of it, but when it comes down to that, I need somebody like that to take over. Take over. I love Kyrie, one of the best closers. We just said that, one of the best closers in the league. But the way Luka and Kyrie were closing out games last year were fucking crazy. The way they would go on a stretch and string stretches along last year to where we had them
Mhm.
as the best backcourt. Statistically, they were the best backcourt duo ever. Like statistically, last year they were the best backcourt ever. So to see that go is crazy. For them to even give him up is crazy. The way they spoke about him when he was drafted, was even more shocking. They were talking like he was about to be dirt. He ain't never leaving. Like you ain't going nowhere. And for them to for these reports to come out like he had like I believe it was like this is his third calf strain ever since he got drafted. It's like his third calf strain.
Mhm.
He had came in 260. They gave him 11
Yeah.
days to like shed that weight off, but then it turned into
Fat man, fat
26.
man.
Yeah, and then it turned into 26 days. So essentially, when I seen the reports when Wendy reported and stuff like that, I had seen that there were like a person that texted him was like, you know how much the MAVS organization had to hate Luka? And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, was
Yeah.
it that bad?
Undercover. They hate something undercover. It got to be something we don't know.
I'm like, was
It
it?
can't just be the honey buns. I was making jokes, but it can't just be the honey buns and beer. It got
I'm
to
like,
be something
and
way
then they
different
said that
than
they fired everybody he was cool with
that.
going into the season. Wendy said he found it odd that he ripped him about his defense last year and nobody came to his defense. So it's like little stuff like that. It seems like it's been trickling down for a while, and him getting hurt was kind of like the last straw. I'm
Right.
about to find somebody to trade for you. Now, do I think they jumped the gun on the trade? Yes, significantly. This nigga's 25 years old.
On God.
Yeah, does it help your team now to maybe compete because he was gone? Luka wasn't playing. That's why you guys were losing. Go ahead.
Can I add to like how much they hate him? They cost him $118 million.
Literally
Not $18 million, not $100 million, $118 million.
18. And we already seen what he can do when he don't like niggas.
Oh no, he's gonna murder them. The way he do to Phoenix, like
He
what he do
don't
to Devin Booker every time they
and the
play. Oh, he's
Clippers
finna do that
too
to
as
the Mavs.
well.
Yeah, he's finna do that to the
And the
Mavs every single
Clippers.
time. Finna murder them.
Every time he see the Clippers and Suns, it's up. If that was just them for them talking to him, he just bought a $15 million home last week that he signed off on. He is about to torch y'all niggas. What's the nigga name from Fantastic? Human Torch. When he see y'all niggas, it's flame on. Turn it on. It's up.
Oh, he's gonna snap
350
on them.
in the
Yeah.
oven. Cook. Every time it's up. And guess who gets
Yeah.
to watch it?
You, Nico, sit there, front row and center. I can't wait till he
And
come back to
then
Dallas. Do they
and the
play them again?
internet
Let me
is
see.
so great. So I'm not gonna say that because it can be cruel sometimes. But when
Mhm.
the internet hit, it hit. This Steph always talks about, yeah, man. When I was in Nike, whenever negotiating my deal, the guy he never says his name. Yeah, the guy got my
Mhm.
name wrong. Called me sick. Called me my brother. And then he said I couldn't put my prayer quotes on like my sneakers. And we always look at that guy, us as fans, not knowing. That guy's a dumbass, man. Whoever that guy Nike executive is really dropped the ball on that. Really never gave it a second thought, but really he dropped the ball on that. Guess who that guy was, guys? The Mavs
Was
general
that
manager.
Nico?
that's,
Nico. Poor
that's
Nico.
the guy who passed up on Stephen Curry. Sorry, Steph. His dumb ass is rubbing off on me.
You sound like Nico.
So this is the same general manager who didn't sign Steph to the Nike deal, who essentially goes on to be Stephen Curry a year later. who goes on to be the great Stephen Curry. If, like my good friend said, I have the same take I have with Minnesota. If you guys do not win a championship in the next 1 to 2 years, this is a failed trade. But not only did Minnesota make a mistake, you guys will be known as, if Luka goes on to being Luka, who we all expect him to be, and maybe getting with LeBron or a change of scenery was needed for him. If he does that, the Jason Kidd, the Mavs, Nico, all you guys are getting buried. Like you guys are getting, you guys are
Nope.
getting. You were
No, you're
right,
not. Just Nico and the owner, because apparently them the only two people that knew anything.
but the owner even with Nico, the owner, he said, first off, and then let's go back with Nico. I'm sorry for the soapbox. I swear I'm done. If you approach Rob with this idea, and he asked you, "Are you serious?" Not in a like, "Are you?" Not to say like, "Are you serious?" Like, "Are you serious? Can we get this done?" It was a,
Are you joking? Haha.
Are you serious?" Like,
Stop bullshitting me.
yeah, like don't play
Haha.
around with me like that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you bring it up to the owner, and he laughs in your face. This should kind of already let you know what they own. Like, maybe this isn't the best idea because it's too much at stake if it's not. If you keep Luka, you keep a fan favorite and a global superstar who's chasing a ring, who you can keep building around, who you know that you have a chance every year with.
And you
Now
know he
you're
gonna
win-
sign that extension because he not giving up that 118. My bad. But
Now you're banking on 330-year-old plus guys who have played the number two role their whole career. Their whole
invest
career,
at it.
they've played the number two role.
They played the one, just wasn't successful at it.
You're you're asking them to be successful at it at 30 plus years old. Maybe together, I see the vision. Maybe maybe three number twos can make enough. Maybe, maybe I guess, maybe, and you just feel like a whole bunch of role players around them, and maybe they can get it done for last one hoorah. But it's
All right.
too much to bank on. That's too much of a big of a risk. And even if Luka unfollowing Jason Kidd lets me know that he might not have had nothing to do with this, but he was complaining about him.
Mm.
Because in the reports, they say that Jason Kidd kept revisiting this same situation, kept asking Luka. So this lets me know that you were complaining. And Nico might have heard those complaints when he kept saying, I know what Jason is thinking. I know what he wants. Oh, nigga, you can read minds now. Oh,
I
what?
was about to say he might have been complaining to Nico. Not like in a
Exactly.
trade way, but like bro,
Ex-
we can't get him to do what we want him to do.
exactly. Not trade him. Just he's upsetting me right now. So
Yeah.
so you a mind reader? If I was Jason Kidd, I would have said you was a mind reader. What I'm thinking about right now? Oh, is what you do? What I'm thinking now? Because I would have been so hot.
And who else I want on the team?
Like,
Luka. That's who I want on the team, nigga.
like, bro, you gave me a 5-year cushion that he could have gave me until he was 30 years old. You just pushed that up to 2 years now. like,
I don't.
and this could be,
I don't
he could be totally right. I don't want to just say he's a dumbass because he could be totally right, and they could win the championship in the next 1 or 2 years, maybe three.
mhm,
He could be
mhm.
completely right. But if he's wrong, you would never get a job in no sports business ever again. You won't.
Is he? I got a question. Is he? Is he right only if they win? So, like, to me, if they win a championship, you did trade Luka and then get a championship, but are you right? Because Luka's
Yes,
still gonna be Luka, in my opinion. Like,
because
you
if Luka
still had
goes on to not win a championship, yeah, you were right. But if you were, but even if then though, even if I
because they
that's
essentially bet against Luka to me. Like, that's what they did.
literally because this is you're
So
basic
it's not.
go ahead.
So I was saying, like, if he's still Hall of Famer, he continue on his trajectory. He's gonna win MVPs. Like, was I s- was I right technically still? Because it's like,
No, because it's the time that you traded him. He just got us to the finals. Like, it's
no, I agree. I'm just
that was my argument with Minnesota. We're not Los Angeles. We're not the Knicks. We're not these people. We're not big markets.
mhm.
So the market that we have, and when we find superstars or find stars, let's maximize him to the best of our ability.
Mhm.
That's my thing. So him having a smaller market, that's just my like beef with all of this. It's like if I don't get back to the place he just took us to, it's a failed trade to me because I would never reach I don't know the next time I'm gonna reach these heights, and that's too much of a gamble for me. Like when with Luka, this is too much of a gamble. I have 1 to 2 years to figure this out now. You took a 5 year cushion and shored it up to 2 years.
I feel. I like this example. I had to pull it up.
Go ahead.
Um, yeah, he's only right. I guess we can somewhat compare this trade to the Stafford golf trade, where the Lions got their current future from the Stafford trade, but people say the Rams won that trade because they won the Super Bowl.
They
So
did.
it's like,
They did win that trade.
huh? But I'm
I
saying
said
for the Lion,
I say that they won
and
that
it's I'm
trade because
saying as
Detroit
far,
hasn't
but
even
if
been.
you was I'm saying, but as far as the Lions, everybody on your team now that's a key piece came from that. It's like I can't do that. I can't be in the NFC title game. I can't be, real Super Bowl contenders without this trade happening. Yeah, they won it at that current moment, but like
But we've made it to the playoffs
shit,
every
we
year since.
we also won. I was gonna say we also won. Like
but the
it's not
but
really
the
a loss
Lions
for
are
us. We was awful
ultimately
with him.
look. How many years ago is
It's
this?
like we was awful with him. We It was awful with him. We trade him and we get all these good pieces. Now we're good. It's like, okay, y'all needed a quarterback. We gave it to y'all. Y'all won the Super Bowl, but like as far as the future goes, our future is better than yours. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's cool. You have to win now, though. Your future has to win. With this only works if winning is involved in both categories. I sold out everything possible to win right now, and I did it. If you don't win in the next 10 years, I won this trade. Or if you don't win whenever this era of that trade stops, you didn't win. I won this trade. If vice versa, if I sell out and if the Rams sell out and lose and Detroit is Detroit, then yeah,
I was
I
about to
lost this
say,
trade.
well, I mean, if that's the case, then the Mavs won the trade already.
They didn't. They didn't
Like,
win this trade. Because if the Mavs in the next 1 or 2, if Kyrie
cause I'm
just looked
saying,
at it like I just came over here to not be the number one, for somebody to take the load off of me, Paul. So somebody take the load off of me. I came here to be happy. I re-signed here for Luka. If uh, Why am I
I
here?
don't, I don't know if that was for Luca, but
I'm not saying,
I
I'm
would
just saying
say
any scenario. 1 to 2 years, you have this window. You put a window on yourself now. From a person who put limitless expectations for your organization and franchise, you have now put a window on yourself, and you put the time bomb on yourself. You put that added
I,
pressure
f-
on yourself for no reason. I'm
I
already a
feel.
small market who y'all don't. Whatever I do, whatever ceiling that I hit is unexpected from you guys. It's unexpected
Also,
regardless.
don't think Dallas that small of a market. By the way,
Not
not at all.
not as it's not the Lakers. It's not Golden State. It's not
I was
the
about to say,
Knicks. It
but
ain't the
I mean,
Cowboys.
it's
It ain't them. You know what I'm saying?
it's Texas though. It's Dallas, Texas.
No, no,
Same
no.
same
I
way.
get
Like
it. I
it's
get it. But it ain't like, put it this way. It ain't like
it just wouldn't be. It's not the
they
Lakers. It's
share
not
it
the
though. They
Knicks.
share it
But
with the
that's it.
Rockets. They share. You know
Like
what I'm saying? Dallas, San Antonio. They share it though. You see what I'm saying? Like LA shares it, but our history of championships trumps everything. Like the Clippers, they're always going to be our little brother. So when I say things like that with the market and things of that nature, if you don't get Lakers, okay, boom, Lakers. If anything, the Giants have been terrible for a long time now. But y'all expect something every year, do y'all not? Because of the market, the media, and everybody's expectations they put on the team and the players. Dallas don't have that every year. Dallas don't have that every year. They don't have that every year. Even with Luka, they don't have that every year. The Lakers have that every year. These teams have that every year. So when you find success as a smaller market, Luka, what are you doing? It makes me think like you just put a window on yourself to a generational talent. You know what I'm saying? Like they can.
I agree with the second half of your statement, not the first. But
Why didn't you agree with my first half? Go ahead. Why don't you agree with my first half?
because the it's not like the market gets any bigger for, you know what I'm saying? Like if he's you can't. The market don't get no bigger just because I got Luka. It just kind of is what it is.
I don't get what you're
The
saying though. What do you mean?
Maybe I'm misunderstanding you though.
Uh-huh.
You're saying if I got a guy in a small market, I need to keep him to continue to build this market,
Well, no, not even.
or just
wh-
keep him because we're a
He,
small market and we don't get
and
the
even okay,
opportunity.
look. Did you see what Steph Curry did for Golden State? Golden State, market wise, and they're also one of the big tech cities in the world. On
Hmm.
top of that, Golden State Warriors are, I believe, top three friends. I think they're in the NBA. They are though. They're
Hmm.
when it comes to their market, they have the biggest market now. That's because of Stephen Rodell Curry. When it comes to when with their market and and how everything, their earnings and things like that, they're the
I was
one
gonna
of the
say they might be
biggest.
top 3 revenue. It doesn't
No,
make,
no, no, no. I think they're number one in NBA revenue. Number one.
but I'm saying it doesn't make the market any bigger though.
No,
Like
no,
it
and
doesn't.
no, and I get that. But if I and Luke is a global national star, so if Stephen Curry can boost your franchise up by that much, and Stephen Curry is Stephen Curry, think about a person who was a global because he had to turn into a global superstar.
Mhm,
Luca, as soon as he got to the league, he became one. So
mhm.
not only that, you're also risking that as well. So now these nice with the Lakers, that's gonna fucking multiply. But since I'm with the Mavs, he just got us to the and this kid just got us to the fucking finals. He's got us to the finals off of smoking beer. I mean, smoking cigarettes, like you said, beer to add to your point and things like that. So if
I
I
don't
can
know if
just
you really smoke
somehow get
cigarettes,
him
people.
to, if I can just somehow get some words to lock into him, you think he's not worth 395 mil? He got to the, nigga. Some superstars don't, nigga. I've been a Carmelo Anthony fan my whole life. I've been a Dame Lillard fan my whole life. It seemed like ever since I got in the league, nigga, they ain't sniffer finals. You know what I'm saying? They ain't sniffer finals. And he in his first 6 years, he got to the finals, and I made an All NBA team 5 years, and I'm doing all the bad habits.
I get where you're coming from for sure.
They have 2 years. They have 2 years to make this successful. If they do not make this successful in 2 years, this is a failed trade, and he needs to be stripped of his title immediately. Stripped of the GM title immediately. Rob Pelinka, Rob Pelinka, Rob Pelinka, Rob Pelinka. Before I'm
I
done,
don't know if he
Rob
needs to win a
Pelinka,
title per se.
Rob Pelinka. You
I
just
still
bought
don't.
yourself. You just bought yourself 3 years. You just bought yourself 3 years. Because now, for good God once, they're not doing everything LeBron wants them to do. For
You have to
once,
have a succession plan for sure.
and thank you, because this made so much sense to me. For not, he wanted to hand the keys off to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is 31 years old. No offense to him, 31 is 31, and you're brittle. This doesn't convince me that it's going to get better. Luka might be hurt as well. He's dealt with his challenges as well, but he's 25. He's already accomplished so much. Rob Pelinka, you've bought yourself another 3 years. I don't care what we do this season. This doesn't concern me. This season doesn't. As soon as you traded him away, even with AD, I knew we weren't going to get anywhere. The playoffs max, two second round max. Rob Pelinka, you were very smart. You are very smart, and you were on the hot seat. Now it's Nico's turn. Good job. Good job. Good job, Rob.
I still don't
Phenomenal
think.
job, Rob.
I still
Just
don't
get
think
a
they got to
big
win.
win.
I think they got to. No, I don't think they got to win a championship. I think if they continue to be hovering around the finals, I think that's still successful. Like if the Lakers don't win anything, I think it's successful because that's why they said they traded him. I traded him because I don't think he can win me a championship. So if he don't win a championship over there, I was right. And it's not like I technically got worse if I continue to be in the finals or in the Western Conference Finals or hovering in that area, in my opinion.
If they don't reach the finals, they don't reach the finals while they have this. this gap with these players, it's a failed trade.
But what if Luka never makes the finals?
That doesn't mean anything. They could have just whatever the Lakers did, you didn't put the pieces. Those pieces that I had there were the pieces that were obviously effective. So if I come over here, what the Lakers don't give him the pieces that he's used to or accustomed to, he never gets there again. What if he just becomes one of the greatest individual players ever? Just couldn't get it done. No, because the right pieces.
So the reason that I traded him is still right. I mean, he didn't do enough to win me a finals. Shit. That's why I don't say they necessarily have to win, because it's like I think it's kind of gauging against each other more so. Like they more so competing against each other, in my opinion, as far as how far they go. Like Luka could not make a finals for sure. It could be like that was part of our reason. We didn't think with his diet and his work ethic that he could get us a championship. And if he never wins a championship, I'm right, because I didn't think he was going to win one here, and he never won one. So
I just got y'all to.
Yes, you just got us here, but that's what I'm saying. If we make a finals without you and you never go back to the finals, or if you make one finals and we make one, and it was like, there's no difference.
Hey, Nico.
And I didn't have to pay you $300 million, $350 million.
Hey, Nico, let me tell you this. If you think we finna let him smoke cigarettes, fuck the chip you just gave him. And him already being a phenomenal player and him doing it out of his sleep while smoking cigs and beers. And he put a chip on his shoulder. Not only that, nigga, do you think LeBron's gonna let him do this? The person he looks up, do you think he's gonna let him do this? Not only that, do you think LA is gonna let him do this? We torch everybody who comes here. You think he's not gonna hear our mouths about how sloppy he's eating? You don't think he's not gonna hear that and these things of this nature? He's going to kill y'all. This fool is about to be a monster here.
You think that nigga care?
Yes, I do. Because we don't. Name me one player who did not care about the Lakers fans. Name me one player who did not care about us.
About them saying the negative shit about him eating or drinking beer. Nigga, that nigga not gonna care.
Name me one player who did not come through this organization who did not come or leave, who did not leave by saying we have one of the most I don't want to say we're the most disrespectful fans, but we have the most expectations out of any fan base, probably across any sport. We have the most expectations.
Because they be unrealistic, but continue.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if our expectations are realistic or unrealistic.
One, I can't answer that question because I don't listen to post games. I don't know
we
any.
Scrutinize LeBron, nigga.
So is everybody. And do you think he give a fuck?
We scrutinize Kobe.
He don't give a fuck. You think he cared?
He
don't give a fuck.
We demand greatness.
So because you're a Lakers fan, because you're a Lakers fan, and you're one of those people that berate them on days where they're bad,
bro,
they care.
No,
that don't mean they care.
You better live up. Same thing we told Kobe. Same thing we told Shaq. Same thing we told Powell. Same thing we told Bron. You better live up to Kareem. You better live up to Magic. You better live up to all them championships. And they did just that. The same thing when he comes through. Live up to the name and the championships. That ain't changed. And Nico want to talk about culture. You just traded them to a championship culture team. What are we speaking about?
Because what the fuck do that have to do with him giving a fuck about what you're talking about? You can name that 1,000 times over, and he don't have to care. This nigga was drinking. If diet and beer drinking and all of that was a problem years ago, and it didn't just start, he was drinking a beer in front of all his coaches right after they made the finals. You think he care that y'all could say something to him?
Yes, because he lost $118 million off of it. Yes, I do. Yes, for some reason I do. He lost 118
Yeah.
million. So yes, I do think
Yes.
you're going to care.
You should. You should.
Yes, I think you're going to
You
care.
sh
You just lost
you should
118
you should
million.
definitely think he's gonna care because you're a fan of the team, and that makes sense to do.
Hey man, hey, all I want to know
That
is
makes
it's for
sense
like the
to do.
palace. It's for like the palace situation all over again. Hey, we might be a little underhanded. That's why, and you see what on Twitter what they said? They said my GM would never do this.
I'm getting also David Stern would never allow this. I'm getting
That's what I
more and
said.
more
That's what I said. They said
disgusted.
my GM would
Getting
never
more and
do
more,
this.
more and more as I'm getting more and more disgusted as this conversation
I
goes on because
cannot.
it's
I
it's
see it in your
leaking. You
face. I
see,
can't wait. I can't wait.
and I'm not even doubting him. That's the crazy,
Luka
but that'd
Magic.
be the insane thing about Lakers fans. When you don't agree with them, you're automatically doubting them, and then it'd be like, "Fuck y'all." It's so weird. It's the weirdest shit
Y'all
in the world because
do. When the Clippers
he just got hype excited and all of that, and I didn't say nothing negative. I was just saying if
when,
Luka doesn't win a finals and then they go to the finals or don't win a finals either, shit, it's even swap no swindle because nigga, I told you that you couldn't lead me to a championship, and I sent you somewhere and you couldn't lead them either. So I was right.
not I know I say it under the context of if he never got us to the finals, I would I would feel good with your analysis. Or even he got us to the finals 2-3 years ago, I would agree with your analysis. The nigga just got us to the finals. And we lost to a loaded Boston team. Not a mediocre team. We lost to a loaded Boston team.
Part of that was because every
Yeah,
trip
I
down
didn't
they
play
was going to
defense. Yeah, I
Jughead.
didn't play
Okay,
defense.
okay, just
This is my first finals.
it, it has
I'm not
nothing to
saying
do
that
with that.
means anything, but this is
I was
my
about to say
first time here at the
it's
big
because your fat
games.
ass. It has nothing to do with that because his offensive performance was fine. It's because your fat ass couldn't move your feet. That is all I'm
All
saying.
good. It's all good.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll take the sloppy man. I'm
And I'm
cool.
also
I'm
saying
cool
no.
with
I
it.
agree.
I'm cool
Take
with it.
him. I agree. Take him. But I'm also saying I will also just say last thing because this comment on the screen is 100% right. I'll say the last thing just because he's getting with a man that has a work ethic and the ability and the will to put $1 million into his body every year, and somebody that's a athletic freak of nature, Luka Doncic is not going to turn into LeBron James just because he's around LeBron James. I just want y'all to know that he's not going to come back with a 40-inch vertical and a six pack. I just want y'all to know
He's
that.
not.
Okay.
He's not.
All right.
He's not.
Just had
He's
to put
not.
that on display.
He's not.
Um,
But we're getting an upset Luka, and I like that for us.
that's cool,
I
but
like that for us.
how mad how long are you gonna be mad?
How's
That
Brooklyn doing in those picks and those and stuff like that? You guys still seeking some picks?
yeah, we still chilling
Okay,
pretty good
okay. I just
actually.
want to see how you guys are doing over
I can
there.
see
Since we're just talking about
the
us a
the
lot.
way the way the Spurs
Mhm.
finesse the Kings. Cam Johnson
You
being a
could
suitor
finesse
in
it
San
that way,
Antonio. No, Cam Johnson being a suitor in San Antonio, we get them 2 picks. My
or
shit on completely.
send us
You only got 1 pick now. Sorry.
first rounder.
Um, yeah, they've been asking for 2 for Cam Johnson. That's why they haven't traded him yet. Just sitting there.
We'll give you
You might get Nick Claxton for the 1 and some change. For 1 and some change, you might get Nick
who?
Claxton. Nick Claxton.
Oh no, goddamn Nick Claxton. Give me Vooch. I need
That's
Vooch.
that's disgusting, and that's not even what they're looking
Give
for.
me
First
Vooch.
of all,
I know they're looking for
you're gonna have
Valanciunas, but I'm on Vooch.
no. They're not looking for him either. They're looking for like live active bigs. They're looking for
Rob
athletic bigs.
Williams. They said Nick Claxton.
Rob,
Rob Williams, Nick Claxton, and they said it did say Vooch. Not Vooch. Valanciunas. He
I
was a part of that.
I didn't
We
see
need a
Valanciunas.
defending big man. I don't
The
care if we
last
rent
thing,
him for a year.
because the last thing I heard about Valanciunas is y'all was out on him.
I seen that this morning. They said, hold on, let me look it up right now.
Y'all was out on him, and y'all was out on
Who?
Valanciunas and Vooch.
I
But that
heard
was on y'all had AD.
we caught about Mitch too.
Yes, y'all did. But that's what I'm saying. That's the type of big y'all more so looking for.
Hold on, I do. We just
Joker just
hold on,
went
let me see though.
for many picks. How Mavs let Luka go for 1 is criminal. I agree. And I'm a Nets fan, so I know how many picks we got off Mikal. Went ahead and got that
It said
done.
3 hours ago. It says top center candidates for the Lakers. And Vooch is one of them.
How
See
about
it right.
Pirtle? I don't know about Jakob Pirtle. He's having a good year out there in Toronto, but I don't know what the price
Nah,
tag would be.
I'm straight on
He's
him, bro.
cool.
I really want Mitch. Just can't stay. I really want Mitch, but he can't stay healthy. So I'm cool off of Mitch.
Y'all need
Jackson
bigs
Hayes
that
ain't
can
gonna
guard.
be there.
Y'all need bigs that can guard, bro.
Yeah, Vooch can't
Because
guard, but I love his scoring though,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying.
Vooch can't, and
He
he
can't
he
guard.
don't get no
Y'all gonna
defensive
have
rebounds, which is making me mad.
y'all niggas are 21st with Anthony Davis, and then you're gonna add Vucevic with Luka and 40-year-old LeBron James on the court and Austin Reeves.
Bro,
Yeah,
bro,
do
my
that.
future is set for the next 5 years. You listen to me? You can't bring me. You
Easy.
can't bring me off my cloud right now. You understand me?
I'm not.
You understand me with all that negativity you got over there? You understand
It's
me?
not.
All the
It's
negative
not
vibes you got over
negativity.
there?
It is perspective.
You talk. I just got the coldest white boy in the game.
I call him Luka Dahmer,
Se-
nigga. You ain't
actually,
talking
actually,
to
I'm tripping.
nobody that don't know.
Second coldest white boy in the game. Got the second coldest white boy in the game.
Am I missing something? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's first. I don't want people to get fucked up. That's the first.
Anyway,
That's the
man,
first.
we finna get over here. This is turning into
Oh,
disgust. The
yo,
disgust hour.
you
It's
not
getting
happy?
me. I mean, it's cool. I'm not a Laker fan, so I don't
How
care. I mean, it's
before
exciting,
you before we
but
end? How shocked were you when you heard this trade? Because I think everybody thought it
uh,
was fake. I thought it
we
was
can
too.
go. We can go into story time real quick before I get off. I was at the club.
Good.
I was celebrating my birthday. I was at the club, and shit, it came on the TV. No, I got it on my phone, and I'm like, I start showing the homies around me. I'm like, look at that. And then like for like 2-3 minutes, we like sitting there like, nah, that ain't real. Like
Yeah,
it
they gonna
can't be real.
see it, bro.
It's like, nah, he probably got hacked or something. And then no, he typed and he was like, no, this is real. Like I'm trying to let me see because I screenshot it. I gotta find exactly what he said. He hit me with the no. This is actually happening.
Bro, I was confused. I obviously like when you look at it, it's like seeing Luka. You like, oh shit, not Luka. But then you see AD get traded, you like, damn, like it's
Yeah,
bittersweet. You know what I mean? Because like I love AD. You know what I mean? So it's like you complain about him a lot. He helps. You know what I mean? So it's like shit. His presence gonna be missed for sure. You know what I mean? So it's like
yeah, definitely check Central to make sure it
yeah,
wasn't. I ain't get got. But no,
I
he
for
was
sure
like,
checks into.
yes, this is real. Sources tell ESPN full trade, and I was like, oh, and then saw it on TV. Like it's on my page. You can check the unofficially retired page for the people that's in here. It's on there. Shit, I was literally in the club. I guess that's how shocked I was. It made me do some work while I was celebrating my birthday. It was like, wow,
Mark Cuban shouldn't have sold
it
the
was
fucking
interesting for
team.
sure. Yeah, no, if he was majority owner, that definitely wouldn't have happened because he said he was he'd get a
Yeah.
divorce before he traded Luka Doncic. But
Nigga said they
you know,
said Chandler Parsons hit him up. He said shit. He said I'm confused. He said that makes two of us. Because
yeah,
he was
I
talking like
don't
he was about to be the successor.
as he was
Damn.
supposed to be.
I'm
Supposed to at
copping
least
a
get the dirt out of him.
77.
Hey man, this is why we can't be here. We appreciate y'all for showing up, showing out. Man, one day, if you still in here, bro, can I get like a pronunciation of your name? Can you like break it down in hyphens so that way I could shout you out? Because you've been here all day and I appreciate you. You done rocked
Oh
out when
yeah.
it's late night for hour
Oh,
55.
oh yeah. Shout out Chip too, man. Good hiring Raiders.
Mm, fuck Chip Kelly. Feel me?
Lakers.
Oh yeah, and fuck the Eagles. Uh, all that good stuff. Super Bowl
We
Sunday,
didn't
man,
talk about
y'all.
that, bro.
Uh,
I got the
I don't
Lakers to
care. I
win
got the
the Super
Chiefs.
Bowl.
I got the Chiefs. Fuck the Eagles. Jen Will Bolandris. Hopefully, I still said that right. It's a little late, so maybe
Hey
I'm
man,
a
we
little
didn't
off.
expect to go this long, man, but
Fuck the
I know how it
Cowboys.
is,
I like
man.
fuck the Cowboys too, but fuck the Eagles. Appreciate you, Jen Will. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it's not separated the way I'm
Yeah,
saying it, but it
appreciate
just
you,
all
man.
go together. But appreciate it, man. Turn on them post notifications for me, man. Do me a solid. You feel me? Everyone counts. And then, see y'all tomorrow, man.
Hey,
That's,
Luca, be well.
uh,
Be well.